Quick, look at this image. What do you think about it? Is it beautiful? Is it captivating? Do you know what you're supposed to look at when you see it? Do you know how the artist wants you to feel? Now, take a look at the image in the context of the larger scene it's in. Has anything changed? Do you know what you're supposed to look at now better than you did before? Is it any more beautiful? Is it just as boring? Does it get lost in the shuffle of the shots? Is it any more or less captivating than it was before? This shot and the larger sequence it's in is from a slice of the life, routine, mundane short film that I released recently. And the shot is imperfect. Technically, it's a bad frame. I missed focus. I forgot to clean the frame. You can still see that haze can left over from the shot just before it. And it's not the most impactful framing. A more impactful shot might have looked like this or even this. And honestly, in spite of its imperfections, but honestly, actually because of its imperfections, it's my favorite shot of the whole short. I'm sure if you go and watch it, you might find something that you find a little more impactful or ones that you find a little bit more technically beautiful. But this shot right here is my favorite. Something about it speaks to me. Something about it moves me. It evokes an emotion from me. And that's honestly really the thesis of the video. Make your art ugly.
I see you for what you truly are, which is ugly.
That's hyperbolic, but really what I mean is twofold. One, embrace the imperfections of your art. The things that you might find ugly right now, embrace that. And then more than just embrace it, find ways to actually pepper that stuff in. Pepper the stuff that maybe is technically imperfect, but that still moves you. That's where the real character's at. And that, I think, is the cheat code to finding your voice. All right, back to this image. I made this short because, I was inspired by a bunch of other, routine style films, like ones that make the mundane beautiful. Big picture, films like Patterson by Jim Jarmusch. Love that. But even here on YouTube, some of these slice of life short routine films like this one by Danny Gewirtz, or even this one right here is one that I keep coming back to because something about the images are really drawing to me. And I love things that really celebrate our day-to-day routine, mundane life. And so I wanted to kind of emulate that. I wanted to do my take on what a routine, mundane slice of life little moment might look like. And I wanted to try to do that in a single day. And so when it came to editing and I looked at this shot, I saw all the imperfections. I saw the framing that was messed up. I saw the focus that was incorrect. And honestly, even before doing any coloring, I don't know how, but my computer screen looked crazy yellow. And so I thought for a while about how I could redo the shot and I'd go back and maybe get a better framing. But honestly, the more I looked at it, the more the image really called to me. The more I kept feeling a surge of emotion looking at it. I just couldn't stop staring at it, to be honest.
It's beautiful. I've looked at this for 5 hours now.
And this is actually a feeling that I've felt a few times. I actually want to show you another shot right now. This is actually a shot from a piece that I'm going to release in a few months from now. And it has some of the same problems, The subject is out of focus right here, and it's not something that I figured out until, I went to editing the whole thing. But again, it's my favorite moment of this larger sequence. Something about the out of focus nature of this really speaks to me, and really feels, I don't know, I can't really even put it into words, but it just hits me with so much emotion. I love the movie La La Land. And when I go back to rewatch it, oftentimes I'll search La La Land Reddit just so I can kind of see some more of the conversation of what people are talking about this movie. And I always end up to find these two threads again, where people are talking about how a number of the shots are out of focus, particularly this scene at the end where Emma Stone is singing for her big audition. And there's comments about how the shot's out of focus and sometimes her hair is more in focus than her face. And for the life of me, I couldn't find exactly the shot they're talking about here. I think maybe they mean this moment, But to me, that is really one of the moments that make this special. Apart from Emma's great performance, this right here, where you're seeing this lens kind of breathe there as they try to track focus when they're moving back, is so captivating to me and so evocative, because I can really see the humans behind it, because I can see the artistry at work, and that gets me fired up to go pick up my camera and make more stuff. Similarly in Twin Peaks, I've been watching season 1 for the first time now, slowly over the past few months, and I have noticed that a lot of the shots are out of focus. And that's just because, they're shooting on film, back in the 90s, for standard definition television. So of course they're gonna miss focus some of the time, and no one would have noticed before we have these really high definition, flat screen TVs. But honestly, that stuff is, again, the thing that I am really drawn to. When I see these imperfections or these flaws, it just inspires me, because these imperfections, these ugly shots, this ugly art invites a conversation and shows us the humanity behind what we create. So let's go back to this shot. It's evocative. It moves me. I honestly can't tell you why, but that's exactly the point. Stop chasing technical perfection. Instead, chase what moves you, flaws and all. Sure, success, but more importantly, artistic growth is in the reps. But those imperfections are you. Lean into them.